Hello everyone. Our topic for today's presentation is Lost in Yonkers by Neil Simon. Now let's see about the author's introduction. Marvin Neil is a playwright. He has written more than 30 plays and most of his plays are adapted as films. He has received the most Oscar and Tony Award nomination of any writer. His notable works are Barefoot in the Park, The Odd Couple, Sweet Charity, Lost in Yonkers. Now let's discuss about the characters of the play. Jay is Eddie's oldest son. He is 15 and a half years old and is described by his uncle Louis as having his late mother's eye. He is strong-willed and struggles to figure out how to take on the responsibilities of a man. Arthur, he is the younger son and is 13 and a half years old. He is more outrageous and comical in his outlook. He looks for Jay's approval but develops his own opinion about his family's situation. Grandma Kernitz. She is the mother to Louis, Eddie, Bella and Gertz and grandmother to Jay and Arthur. She escaped from Germany during the First World War with her husband and her 6 children, out of which 2 died. Eddie is Jay's father. He sends his 2 children to their grandmother after his wife dies. He is seen as an emotional, sensitive man crying on multiple occasions. Bella is the aunt to Jay and Arthur. She is in her late 30s. She is emotionally arrested and has a warm heart. Gertrude is Jay's other aunt. She has a breathing condition which causes her to suck in her breath in the middle of her sentences. Louis is a jovial uncle to Jay and Arthur. He comes to live with the family while fleeing the local mafia. Evelyn is the mother of Jay and Arthur. She dies due to cancer. These are few pictures from the play. The genre of the play is Bildungsroman. We see the character development of Jay from childhood to adulthood. He is sent to his grandmother after his mother dies. So emotional loss of youth is a major theme of this play. The young leaves home on the journey, encounters many conflict. The youth learns mature. Young adult accepts values of society. Society accepts him. Adult returns home with new knowledge to benefit the society. The play begins in the apartment above Kernitz's candy store where Grandma and Bella Kernitz live. It's a hot August day. Jay and Artie Kernitz are sitting in one of the apartment rooms waiting for their father. They quickly discover that this is not an ordinary visit and that their father Eddie is in debt to loan shark because he borrowed money to help pay for the deceased mother's hospital bills. As a result, Eddie is attempting to leave Jay and Arthur with their grandmother while he travels south to work in a metal scrapyards that support the war effort. Grandma Kernitz refuses to let the boys stay until Bella, who is mentally ill, threatens to leave Grandma Kernitz and go to a home for the mentally ill if she does not allow the boys to stay. Scene 2 begins with Jay reading a letter to Arthur from his father aloud at night, talking about his work experience and letting them know that he has developed an irregular heartbeat from all of the traveling. He bemoans that they are so poor and he wants to figure out a way to help Eddie make money. At the moment, Bella walks into the apartment. Grandma Kernitz appears and interrogates Bella about where she has been. Bella says she went to the movies. She also bought a magazine. Grandma is upset. Bella was doing adult activities, so she forces Bella to give her the magazine. Bella runs into a room, visibly upset. Grandma turns to the boys and demands for them to turn off their lights and stop wasting electricity. Weeks later, the boys receive another letter from their father that says he had to take a week off. Jay notices a black car that has been hanging around the apartment looking for their Uncle Louis. Bella comes home and after prodding from the 2 boys, tells Jay and Artie that she is going to get married to a learning impaired movie usher. She says that the usher, Johnny, wants to open a restaurant but that he does not have enough money. She also lets the boys know that Grandma Kernitz has $15,000 that she is kept hidden in the house. Jay explores the possibilities of finding the money, borrowing it, and sending it to their father. After a week at midnight, both the boys are out of their bed. Artie is the lookout for Jay, who is in candy shop trying to find the $15,000. A few seconds later, Uncle Louis enters through the front door. Louis is wearing a holstered gun and lies at first by saying it is not his. He tells Jay he was watching him rummage through the candy shop. He tells them he and Eddie used to do the same when they were boys. Eddie always felt guilty, so he admitted to stealing, though Louis never felt bad about it and always welcomed his mother's harsh stares. The boys tell Louis two men have come around the apartment looking for him. He pays them $5 and then says he will give the money each to keep telling the men he isn't around. Louis has apparently been sleeping with someone's wife, and that's why the men are after him. He completely disregards their suspicions. Act 2 begins with Jay and Artie receiving a letter from their father Eddie, whom they call Pop. He was admitted in hospital because of temporary exhaustion. Artie was also sick. His grandma Kernitz made him drink a soup, after which he became better. Jay and Artie realizes that their uncle Louis is double-crossing the mob. Then Jay decides to ask Louis for some job to make money to support his father, but Louis refused to take him with him. Meanwhile, Bella shares Jay and Artie the secret that she loves a person named Johnny, whom she met in the theater. Kernitz returned the money kept by her son Louis in a table, and she knows it not earned from a good way. Bella requests everyone to stay for dinner to share the important news. Eddie sends money to his sons for their expenses. At the dinner night, Louis decided to leave after the dinner as he was not ready to involve in talk. His sister Gert and Bella convinced him to stay. Jay helped Bella open up by asking questions about event happened in the theater. At last, Bella revealed them the secret. Johnny is a usher in theater and also a reading handicapped who don't like reading. He needs $5,000 to open a restaurant where Bella would be the manager. Bella confesses that she wishes to marry him and bring up her children in a happier way, as she knows how her siblings suffer because of the tough way they are brought up. After listening to all this, a mom went to the room silently, showing a disapproval. Bella went out of the home and stayed in Gert's house, where Louis gave her $5,000, but Bella came back after 2 days. She said to her mom that Johnny is not willing for marriage and he prefers staying with his lovable parents. Bella's mom considers her as a child, but she confronts her as a woman with all kinds of feelings. Actually, death of her siblings Aaron and Rose made her mother unattached from other children, as she could not bear the pain of separation anymore. So she hides her emotions. After 10 months, Eddie returns to take back Jay and Artie home. Eddie successfully paid all his debts with his own artwork. Louis joined the army. Bella gifted Artie and Jay football and basketball. They both loved it. Then they all lived. After that, Bella was talking to her mother about her plans to meet a girlfriend whose brother she likes to meet for dinner sometime, and she started enjoying the music. The play ends with her mother seems like accepting the new change in her daughter's Bella. Now let's look into the setting of the play. The play depends heavily on the World War II. The whole premise of the play that Eddie is able to find work that will get him out of his debt to the loan would not work as if it were set during the peacetime. Meanwhile, the war setting provides a believable escape for Uncle Louis at the end of the play when he enlists in the military to escape the mob. Survival is an important theme of this play. Everybody in the play is trying hard to survive in his or own way. Grandma Kernitz is the character in the play that influences all other characters and forces them to adopt their survival tactics. When Grandma Kernitz lost 2 of her children, she closed off the rest of her family emotionally, a way of coping with the loss and surviving. The emotional restriction, as well as Grandma Kernitz's harsh ways, is intended to toughen up the children so that they will learn how to survive. This play shows how important a family is. Despite the problems caused by Kernitz's family, the play still reinforces the idea that everybody needs to love their family. Even the hardest character in the story, Grandma, cannot survive without a family. She acts like she doesn't like anybody or anything, but Bella knows better. In the beginning, Grandma refuses to let Artie and Jay live with them, but Bella steps in, threatening to leave her mother if she does not let the boys stay. Bella says to her mother, "And if I go, you'll be all alone. And you're afraid to be alone, Mama. Nobody else knows but me." This is all about the play Lost in Yonkers. Thank you.